What types of media are affected by broadcast media deregulation? Have you ever wondered how changes in laws can shape the media you consume every day? Let's take a closer look at broadcast media deregulation and its impact on various types of media. Broadcast media deregulation primarily affects radio and television broadcasting. These are the platforms that use public airwaves regulated by government agencies like the Federal Communications Commission. Historically, these media types operated under licenses that required them to serve the public interest, convenience, and necessity. When deregulation occurs, many of these obligations are reduced or removed, which changes how these media operate. First, local radio and television stations see significant changes. Deregulation loosens ownership limits, allowing large corporations to own multiple stations across different markets. This has led to a lot of consolidation. For instance, companies like iHeartMedia control hundreds of radio stations, while Sinclair Broadcast Group owns numerous television stations. This concentration can lead to less local programming and diversity in content. Next, broadcast newsrooms and journalism are also affected. With fewer regulatory requirements to provide balanced viewpoints, broadcasters can shape their content based on commercial interests. The repeal of the Fairness Doctrine in 1987 is a prime example. This change allows broadcasters to focus more on profit-driven content, which can reduce the emphasis on local journalism and educational programming. Public interest programming is another area impacted by deregulation. Often, mandates that requiring broadcasters to dedicate airtime to educational or public service content are removed. As a result, programming may shift toward entertainment or commercially lucrative content rather than addressing public interest issues. Public radio and television, while operating differently from commercial broadcasters, can also feel the effects of deregulation. Changes in regulation can influence their funding and sponsorship models, potentially affecting their independence and the content they provide. From a libertarian viewpoint, broadcast media deregulation aligns with the idea of minimizing government interference in markets. Libertarians argue that broadcasters, as private entities, should not be forced by the government to carry specific content. The removal of mandates like the Fairness Doctrine is viewed as a protection of broadcasters' rights, allowing them editorial freedom without government restrictions. However, deregulation can lead to increased media concentration, which some argue reduces viewpoint diversity and local accountability. Libertarians typically believe that market competition is the best way to ensure diverse and quality media content. They maintain that consumers can choose from many media sources in a deregulated environment, encouraging broadcasters to respond to audience preferences. In summary, broadcast media deregulation affects radio and television broadcasting by reducing ownership restrictions, eliminating content mandates, and diminishing requirements to serve the public interest. These changes reshape the structure and content of broadcast media, reflecting libertarian values of free market operation and minimal government control.